Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel once again. My name is YayraRose and you are on health and relationship with YayraRose. I hope you guys have had a good week. Welcome to all my subscribers, new and existing. Welcome. Now we are going straight into the video, and today's video we are talking about stress and anxiety. What is the difference? How do you tell the difference with stress and anxiety? To a few people, it may not be a significant difference, but there is. So I'm just going to explain these to you so that next time you'll be able to understand or figure out what they are. Okay. So stress. Okay. I'm sure everyone has gone through stress. If you haven't, then tell me your secret, okay? Stress and anxiety. How do I begin? So yeah, stress and anxiety are a natural part of fight or flight response and the body's reaction to danger. Basically, that's pretty much what it is. The purpose of this response is to ensure that a person is alert and focused and ready to deal with a threat. Okay, so both stress and anxiety are normal, although they can sometimes overwhelm people. Now, if you've been through stress and anxiety, with the symptoms that you go through, it does feel quite scary. It does feel a bit overwhelming for a lot of us. You know, when someone feels under threat, their body releases stress hormones. Okay, so the stress hormones causes the heart to beat faster, resulting in more blood pumping to the organs and the limbs. Okay, it also allows a person to be ready to either fight or run away. I don't know if anyone can relate to that. But also you tend to breathe faster as well. You tend to breathe faster, a lot of anxiety going through, your hormones are up and down. The blood pressure goes up and down as well. At the same time, a person's sense becomes sharper and their body releases nutrients into the blood to ensure that all parts have the energy they need. Okay, so anxiety is the body's response to stress, pretty much. Okay, when somebody is stressed, they experience faster heartbeat. Like I just said, these are part of some of the symptoms that I wanted to share with you. You get faster heartbeat, you get breathing, breathing really fast. You get anxious thoughts as well, moodiness, you can get irritable as well. You can get angry, you can get general unhappiness as well, loneliness, nausea, diarrhea, and dizziness as well. There's a bunch of other things that people experience. Okay, so when someone is anxious, for example, they might experience faster heartbeat, like I said, breathing, sweating, nervousness, and they're tense, they're restless, they're unease, hot flushes. The list goes on and on and on. So it can be hard to tell both apart, to be fair, because they both have the same symptoms, they both have the same response to threat and stress. So stress tends to be a short term. This is another difference. Stress tends to be a short term. Meanwhile, anxiety can linger a little bit more longer. So now let's talk about the treatment. Treatment for stress and anxiety. What can you do? Okay, so there's things that you can do yourself to alleviate that problem. It's not just gonna go just like that. You need patience with it. Okay, so you've got your relaxation. Sometimes we're just up and down doing stuff with no rest in between. And that kind of gets the blood pressure going up high, and it's difficult to settle down and breathe at times. So please, whatever schedules you have in the day, make sure you make time to relax. That's the first tip and advice I'm going to give you: make sure you relax, find time to relax, do things that you enjoy, that's not going to cause you stress. Okay, so relaxation strategies, like breathing exercises, that can help you. You can just, close your eyes, meditate and breathe, listen to your breathing, make sure you do deep long breathings as well, exhaling, inhaling. Very, very good exercises. You can do visualizing the beach, think about being on a very, very beautiful, peaceful beach or vacation somewhere. That tends to bring your pressure down, that tends to bring your breathing down. Or if not the beach, maybe in a forest or a meadow or wherever you like to be, even a mountain, those hikers, anyone who hikes a lot and that's your peaceful place. Imagine a place that gives you that peace. It helps you with your breathing. As usual, we're going to mention exercise because that is very, very important. It pumps the blood all over your body. Physical exercises can help people combat the stress and anxiety. So it can include kind of like a brisk walk, or like a cycle or a run. It doesn't have to be weightlifting or anything heavy like that. You can just go for a walk, and that can clear your mind and your system out. Sometimes it's also good to talk about it. Sometimes, when we're going through stuff, we don't like to talk about things like that. It's hard for some of us to open up to someone, but if it helps, talking about it gets it off your chest as well. And the person that you talk to, obviously you have to trust that person. The person you talk to might even be able to help you out with the solution somehow. You need to also accept that you cannot control everything. So when you're going through stress and everything is just overwhelming and above your head, take a breather. Take a breather. You cannot control everything. You also need to know to settle for best rather than aim for perfection. Okay? I'll repeat that again. Settle for best and not aim for perfection. Okay? Thirdly, learn what triggers the stress and anxiety. When you learn what those things are, it helps you to know how to, handle or find a solution for it. Okay. You also need to eat a well-balanced diet. It helps. Balanced diet, fruits, vegetables, all things in between, nuts. It helps. Okay. Get enough sleep, limit your caffeine, alcohol. Obviously it's not helping, it's not going to help. So make your decision and stick to it. Try for a few weeks and see how that goes. If it's not working, you try something else. That's just how we find solutions for things. Now, how do you recognize anxiety attack? This is an attack, okay? Anxiety attack. How do you recognize it? So anxiety can occur when a person feels that something bad is going to happen, okay? A term that refers to a feeling of fear or worry that often relates to a particular issue or concern. I remembered when, back in the days when I had exams, there was one night where I was just stressing over it. And this was the first time I actually had a panic anxiety attack. And it was horrible. It was horrible. And I think it's because I was so stressed about it. That I think what happened to me was I was lying down and I just felt like I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. And I tried to do all kinds of things to try and get me out of it. I felt like I couldn't breathe, and I felt like I was sinking because I was lying down in the bed. I felt like I was sinking in the bed, in the ground. It was just the most strangest experience. That was my first experience with that. So, stressing is not a good thing at all. at all. Okay, so just make sure that you have a specific trigger. Yeah, so triggers, like I said, exams or workplace issues, or even health issues or relationship problems, or maybe you have an interview coming up, you're worried, worries of life, all these things contribute to your anxiety attack. Okay, school pressures as well is another thing. Financial problems, that's another thing that rattles a lot of us. Okay, because we're constantly worried about our finances, our school, our jobs, our peers, and things like that. It does affect types of anxiety disorder. So you can get like a panic disorder, which is like a frequent panic attacks. Times like you worry that you're gonna lose your job, or sometimes you refuse to travel or you refuse to leave home. Those can bring attacks as well, anxiety attacks. There's a social one as well, where you have this intense and persistent fear that others are watching and judging you. Some people get affected quite a lot with that. Okay, if you have a phobic as well, so it's like an intense fear of an object or a situation. So the fear of spiders, or the fear of spaces, or the fear of sex, or the fear of being in a closed space, the fear of flying. It could be anything. So things like that trigger anxiety attacks. So it's just learning and distinguishing what your trigger is, and then moving forward from that. Okay, it's not easy, but baby steps, one at a time. You digest it, then you go according to how to handle it. So I hope that that information I've given you kind of relates with you if you're going through something like that, or maybe you're going through something you're not sure what it is. If you're not sure what it is, always talk to someone. Like I said, if you can't talk to someone close to you, family or friend, feel free to talk to your doctor. They'll be able to help diagnose what you have and then help you on your recovery. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and have a good week, and I shall see you, and stay blessed. Ciao.